Hello and welcome everybody to our Just Sharing podcast. Hello, Anella. How are you? What is going on?
Hello, Naringa. Yeah, what's going on? I have, for the first time, sitting outside this morning, blah, 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 working. It was nice. I have created a little space outside where I can work, and it gets me energy, but it also takes energy because of the heat. So yeah, that
Yes.
has been good. And then I started my day with co-working with another lady. So yeah, I'm ready. What about you?
Well,
Did
would
you
you
have a
say
good
that
weekend?
sounds? Yes, it was busy, working on different projects. So it sounds like we both, doing something, yes, doing, working, exploring, and learning. And I think it's very positive and it's very important because a lot of people I hear saying, I am bored. And I know for you and this word really, we don't use this a lot because we're always doing something. And I want to tell our followers and viewers that me and Anella, we were in one online event
Mhm.
where we met other people. And there's going to be another event coming that it's a networking event. So we decided to talk a little bit about networking and inspiration. How can you get inspired and how networking is important and how important is to maybe get out of your shell and be brave and show yourself in those events online or in person or anything. Do you want to share anything about networking and what it gave it to you and how you started going into those events?
I started my networking going into Costa Women. And it was because when I moved down here, I was looking for groups that I could interact with. And all the groups, sorry to say, was not working groups. It was more social groups. And two women talked about Costa Women and said, Google it. And I went home and Googled it. And the day after, I was a member of Costa Women. And Costa Women has a lot of groups all over Spain. And it's a founder, Alimian, who made the group because, like you and I, she went to a different country. She have a lack of friends that she wants to get more of. And she started Costa Women and when I started in Costa Women, one of the first network meeting I was to, it was face to face, and it was a business networking. And there was my teacher, Sandy Ashing. She was talking about hypnotherapy, and she invited everybody to a weekend so we could see what it was. And I went and I was hooked on it, so I took the education and then I became more hooked into Costa Women because I could see what it could do for me, but also what it could do for other people, other women. And now I have my own Costa Women group where I'm inspiring other women out of what I'm doing in everyday working. Yeah. So I think that's a very good thing also because I met you in a networking meeting because you are in Tenerife, I'm in Costa del Sol. So
Yes.
we have only met once face to face. All the other times we are meeting on Zoom or FaceTime or WhatsApp. And I think if we are networking online, we meet more people from all over the world. So that's has that benefit. But I like when you are meeting in person because then you can more interact with people in another way. So I think there's a benefit with both of them. Yeah.
And I think it's
So
great, and I think it's great in your case that you can choose, like you said, Costa Women is in Spain, so there are a lot of groups, isn't it? Because sometimes
yeah,
people like to be online, and sometimes people want to be just in person. But like you said, whether it's a business or creating something different, it's very important. Online is the world is open, and what you said, what came to my mind. So you never know when you go to those networking, uh, to the networking groups, to the networking events, you never know who you're gonna meet. For example,
mm,
you might meet somebody that you can do some kind of collaboration. So it's
yeah,
really great. You can meet that you can create, whether it's business, but not necessary. Yes, just doing something good to others. And I think
yeah,
when you network and you learn something new, a new skill, how to do different way of doing things or whatever it is, it's like it's almost like you pay it forward. Yes, you've been
mm,
helped in the networking, let's say, world, and then you go and you help somebody else, like you mentioned, you help and inspire others. and
yeah,
and it's easy, especially on computer. You don't have to spend money, you don't have to walk out of your door, you don't need to put shoes on or anything.
exactly. You don't even have to brush your teeth if
Yes.
that is, yeah,
Still
yeah,
look presentable, look presentable, but I mean, you can still, it will still be with pajama pants, but you can put the jacket on, and no
yeah,
one would even know, and that's a positive thing. What I
yeah,
think people need to understand, because a lot of people, they are shy, they're afraid to put themselves out there. They think, what I'm gonna say, what if they're gonna ask me a question, and this closes us, this puts us in that box, then we can't move through, we can't move on, we sit in this box, because that way you might lose opportunities, whether it's a job opportunity or just simple, if you need help, emotional, mental support or something, you can find something in the networking. Like, it
mm,
depends what kind of themes going on in that day, but you can find like emotional support somewhere, and sometimes it's very, very important.
yeah. It is important, and it's also you can sit at home and feel sick and don't feel like going out, but you can still meet people online. You can still have your meeting, for example. But we also need to look inside ourselves and say, we don't always have to be online. We are also need to be in person, meet other persons and give the hands and maybe a hug. So we don't are so virtual,
Yes.
but more human.
Yes.
And I think it's a good opportunity. For example, if you have anxiety, you can start in a Zoom meeting, a Zoom online webinar. And okay, that's the first step. Then maybe we can meet in person. And, for example, you and I, we have met the first time and we just clicked and we continued talking after the meeting was over, and we are still talking. And yeah, if I have been, the person that I have not being able to go outside, I would never have met you.
Yes. Yes. And
So
now,
sometimes you need to take a chance and just jump into it to
yes.
see what's happened. Yeah, and you never know what's, as you said, happened and who you meet.
Yes.
There's a
And,
reason
and
for
that's
everything,
why,
I.
like you said, we've been already for some time, and together. I think we met in Jul don't even remember when we met. Well, it
I
doesn't matter,
think,
but what it is,
yeah,
it's like I think we created this in friendship and collaboration, and we have it's becoming like long-term support because sometimes I speak about something that bothers me, sometimes you do, and this is amazing. And that's what networking has done for us personally, yes. And I
Yeah,
think another thing why it's very important networking because you meet people and they tell you about their mistakes, what they have done. So it doesn't matter. It could be like business, it could be some kind of theme about talk about relationships or health. And you know, if someone shares, this is my story, this is what I've done, uh, maybe don't do this, you better do this way, so you save yourself time from making the same mistakes, so this way you grow, this way you develop that, or yourself or your business or your relationships, whichever it is, at which point in your life you are. And I think so that's another really positive thing about not doing mistakes that other people have done already.
yeah, yeah, because you don't need to invent the wheel again. Somebody have done that for you, so you can use their experience of what they are doing and their mistakes. But you can also use it for for business. But you can also use it socially for friendships. For example, I've got a lot of good friends here now because of networking, and they are not in the business networking, so it's two different areas.
Mhm.
But you can find, maybe you find a co-worker or an employee, or you maybe can also find a new job by be networking with other people.
And that's amazing because we can say, well, I can go online on different platforms and search for job or search for new career. But when you meet somebody and that person might say, hey, I know a friend, they're looking for employee in this industry, yes? Or I know really good school for you where you can gain more knowledge, more skills, and move on with your career, like have a new career or develop higher and better, make a develop yourself in the career you already have. This is
Yeah,
very helpful
yeah,
because
and
you
it's
can go
develop you.
directly. You can go directly then.
Yeah, you are in a learning process, uh, business wise, but also personally. You
Yes.
can learn a lot. And you see, I also met another woman that I go into work with next week, so it will be very productive for me to be in networking.
Yes.
And as you know, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. And everybody that I know, they are have issues finding clients. And I said to them, I never go to all the hypno events or the alternative events because I will not find client there. So I, for example, go to open houses event with my husband because he's a real estate agent. And there they normally just talk about real estate, and then I come there with my pink business card and they are looking and say, oh, who are you? You are not a real estate agent. No, I'm a clinical hypnotist. Oh, that's good. And then I have connection. So I'm networking outside what I normally would network to
Yes.
get clients. And that was, you can also use networking for. Yeah. Find your niche and go in there and say, that's my project.
I think it's great in what you say that just keep mind open and you never know where your client is coming from. So the same with other things, other of your needs, isn't it? I think it's really amazing way. Just go for it. I say yes, just go for it. Just try it. Try networking because you never know where the inspiration gonna come. And
Yeah,
also, I believe more you do that, you gain more confidence, yes, in doing it. So it
yeah,
becomes easier and then it really everything just starts flowing, yes. And I think in a networking event and sometimes you might feel uncomfortable, especially just starting doing that, but more you do it, it's like you become professional at this, yes. So I think it's a good way to also gain like communication skills. You don't have to right away, like if you're in the online, let's say kind of networking, but you can listen a lot how other people talk, or if you're
yeah,
in the room you look what's happening, what people talking about, what kind of questions. I mean, just staying open and getting any opportunity and saying, well, I don't know, and maybe I'm a little bit worried, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance to something new, something I haven't done, and to help that way, like personally, like for the personal growth.
yeah, yeah. And it's also different with if you are going to, for example, Costa Women business meeting, it's only women there is there,
Hmm.
and they are connecting with each other, helping each other, and inspiring each other. And when we go home, oh wow, she said that, she did that. I have to try that. Maybe. So you got a lot of ideas into it. It maybe not have anything to do with business, but it can, as you say, personal growing because
Mm.
you got some ideas, and that's the inspiration of being into networking, and I really love it, and you
Yes.
also meet so many different people from many different countries, and you learn about the culture, and that's a whole other subject because every time you learn something new you are growing, and you can maybe the person you are talking with today, maybe it will be your client in 3 months, or you will be their client in 3 months. You never know what's happening. Maybe you will, yeah, buy a house from them, or yeah.
Yes.
You never know.
Yes, anything. Yes, it's like you can learn so much about new trends, gaining new skills, and hearing success stories gives you confidence, just go for it. Yes. And it truly, when you see people, you meet new people, their stories can really inspire you to do something completely new or something in completely new way or understand why things not working for you,
Yeah.
even just in relationship, isn't it? So that's why we really would encourage everyone who's listening to us right now,
Yeah.
step out of your comfort zone. It's not that scary as it seems at the beginning in your mind.
Yeah. Because it's new, different people, but you can also bring a friend to a network meeting. Then it's more comfortable, for example. So you don't need just to be alone, but you can also, if you need help, you can ask when you are networking. You can ask the people that you are with. Do you know, for example, a good dentist or a social worker or whatever it could be?
Yes.
And that's you. You are helping them, and they are helping you. So yeah, it's a very good base to when you are looking for new friends or new business partner or anything. Yeah. I
And
will highly recommend it.
yes, and it's the same like we always talk. It's about Networking, it's like building a skill, new skill. You think at the beginning you come, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to act, you don't know how to present yourself or how to be seen or anything. More you do that, easier it gets. It's
Yeah,
like building a muscle. More you exercise your, for example, your hand, your arms, bigger muscle will grow, so it becomes easier, and you're gonna get at the moment, and when you're gonna see those opportunities to get to networking event, your mind is not gonna even go to the fear mode. It's just gonna be,
mm,
wow, I wonder, is it good for me? What they gonna talk about it? Am I
yeah,
really interested? And you go for it without thinking, overthinking, allowing fear to sink in. And that's when, if you just allow that negative thought to sink in, it might stop you from doing that. And
yeah,
networking these days is everything.
yeah. Everybody is doing it. And you see, when you are networking, you are also learning to talk to different people in different areas of life, because we are not in the same level, everybody. We have different levels, and we have different stories. So when you are start talking to another person, you will learn about them and they will learn about you, and you will not be so afraid to, for example, be a public speaker. If that's what you want, you can exercise going out and speak with other people, and be more open and more respectful of other people, because you really need to get that in also, to learn that it's not always, yeah,
I know what you're saying. It's about accepting everybody's
yeah,
differences, which is very helpful because then you don't lose opportunities. Because sometimes we tend to judge, and when we judge, we don't go to certain person just because maybe the way they look, or if you stop judging it, you are more open. So
yeah,
so more open to talk to other people. And another thing that comes to my mind, you also might become a good listener. And depending on what you do, I am a therapist. I do reflective therapy and some coaching and mentoring. So for me, it's it's crucial to be a good listener, because sometimes even behind what people say, behind the words, there is emotion that I need to, well, listener and observer, I would
yeah,
say this together, yes. So that way, again, you listen to somebody's stories, and then maybe there is opportunity for you to present how you can help that person who just spoke to you, who just opened up and said that they're not feeling well. I'm talking in my case as a therapist, but
yeah,
you can having different kinds of business, or looking for different kind of people, so you never know. But I think these days, no matter where you work or even in your own relationship, become a good listener is really good. And this is just another opportunity. Look at this. If you look now after what we spoke, networking event can give you so much.
yeah.
It can change you.
Exactly. And I will say, in communication, everybody says to speak is, yeah, I can speak whatever I want. Yeah, everybody can speak, but it's much more difficult to be a good listener. And you have really the skills to exercise it when you are in networking, because there are so many people that come and want to talk to you. So you have really a good, trying to be a good listener, and see, oh, I can do, yeah. I really love that, Naringa. That was a very good point. Yeah,
And maybe there are some things that we haven't even mentioned, isn't it? We all very different. So we can see the same event in different way. So I think just going with a positive attitude also is important. Because if you go force yourself and just drag your feet, maybe it's better not to go that day.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
And
I believe
also,
positivity, yes?
yeah, and also select which networking you want to go to. What is your purpose of going, and what do you want to get out of it? Do you have any expectation of going or just for fun? For example, here in Spain, there's a lot of networking and open houses for real estate agents, and they will serve tapas and wine and champagne. And many of the real estate agents are just coming for that.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So you see, they are networking, have a little champagne and that on, but you can also go in there if you want to collaborate with another real estate agent. But you do it in a social way, in a fun way, in just taking the phone and yeah, go into an office, say, oh, would you work with me? It's more relaxed.
Hmm.
It's, yeah, a little bit more comfort, I think, even though the first time it's scary to show up and everybody's looking at you. But yeah, you are also looking at them. So
Yes, yes.
yeah.
And you know, I like what you just said. And as I was listening, what came to my mind this, when you said like choose where to go, because sometimes if we really pressure ourselves, yeah, and we try going into many different, we constantly going and going and going, yes, sometimes you can get burned out. So when you said choose where you need to go, you don't have to be everywhere. Maybe if you're looking for business partner, you just go to events like business people events, isn't it? If you're just looking for something fun to do, you just go to events on something. So not to put yourself under pressure, like if you're looking for a job or something, like you need to go to as many networking events as possible just to, yes, like you said, choose the right ones with
Mhm.
intention. Look, ask yourself, okay, what can I gain from that? Does it feel right for me to go there? So everything is just asking, feeling into yourself, asking the questions, and really not to going to so many places, then you you just tired
Yeah.
and overworked yourself.
Yeah. It can also be a hard work going to open houses and networking
Yes,
because when you are there, you need to be on. You can't, yeah, you can sit and relax and trill your thumbs, but then you will not gain anything out of it. Or
yes,
maybe you will, because if you just sit back and just listen, you will have a lot of information also. You don't need to be an active listener. You can just relax and be behind and just walk around and listen to what people are saying.
yes,
Uh, yeah, so there's many ways to be a dissipator in networking. Yeah, just need to find your way and what's benefits for you.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And is there anything that comes to your mind that you think viewers and followers would need to know about networking?
Mm. Jump into it. That's yeah. Just just make the step and
Just
be
do
open.
it.
Just, yeah, exactly. Just do it and just jump into it and be open-minded
Yeah,
for what you are meeting. And then you can come home and you can say, oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. That's good. And take what you can and what you think will be good for you and let the rest go. So, and maybe you'll find, for example, also your love of your life. you can meet that there, and you can meet your best friends. There's so many opportunities when you are going on networking, both online and in person.
Yes. Um, Recently I have done video about loneliness, and just now what came to me that you can go to events and there's so many people, like networking events, there's so many people. So you really cannot, you can't be lonely if you choose that path. Yes. Even
Yeah,
going on different platforms online, there are platforms like Internations where you can go, you meet people from all over the world. You can talk about books, you can talk about business, you can talk about creativity and arts. It's available for you and it's free and you don't have to pay because maybe some events are paid events, which is higher level events and more serious and everything. But it's it's really when you keep your open mind, when you look for opportunities, and they will always come. They will always come through different people, through different events and places. We just need to stay open.
exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Anela, for being here again. Thank you for
Mhm.
sharing your wisdom. I always learn something from you, and I also get inspired, when every time we speak. And I hope that viewers and listeners get the inspiration, get ideas from here, get that little hook. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'll try. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna find those networking groups. I'm gonna meet people. I'm gonna give myself opportunity to change my life.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for spreading your wisdom and your inspiration out. I learned, as you said, so much from you also. And people are knowing that there's a age difference between us, but even though you have so much wisdom and you are telling stuff that I didn't know about. So I think we are complementing each other in that way. And every time I have talked to you, I be a little wiser. And
Oh.
thank you for that, Naringa. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And to listeners, to viewers, as always, we would like to connect with you. Tell us our ideas. Tell what happened to you when you went networking. Did you feel inspired after this talk? Did you get ideas? Please share your stories. Please share what's
Yeah.
happening. Give us also ideas on what themes you would like to hear us talking about. Let us know what's happening with you. You are more than welcome. We will be waiting for your responses, for your ideas, and everything. So, thank you so much, and we all see you soon.
Yeah. Bye bye. Have a nice day, everyone.